Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. This is your Manchester United vs AC Milan second leg match preview. But, gentlemen, before we get into that, some breaking news. Supposedly, I think I seen it on goal about the Daily Star, Daily Mail posted it about Donny van der Beek coming out and saying that he is ready to quit Manchester United due to his lack of playing time. I'll be honest with you, I can't say whether it's true or not because I don't know. It's like just 5 minutes ago I recorded. But if it is, I'm fully on the side of Donny van der Beek.
Nah, mate, he's on contract. I'm kidding. No, I feel his pain, Like, he never gets played. Clearly, the manager has something against Donny van der Beek. Not necessarily. Maybe he just doesn't work for Ole's system. And that's not completely Ole's fault because, he clearly didn't get the play he wanted. But at the same time, he's a talented player. And the fact that we're struggling, you need to try to accommodate him and see what you can do, you know? Which is something I've always commended Ole for, that he's never gotten all the right pieces, but he's made it work. But then with this specific one, I feel like, he just hasn't handled it properly because Donny van der Beek he's gone from being one of the best players at Ajax to sitting on Manchester United bench. That can't be nice. That probably a little bit depressing. So I don't understand him trying to leave. Honestly, I wouldn't hate on him for doing that.
Yeah, I'm fully with you guys. It's Donny van der Beek's side all the way here. He's gotten zero playing time at United. Van Dijk's had more minutes than him. Tellers has barely had more minutes than him. And that's just, shocking, the treatment of Donny van der Beek. So I want him to go in the summer. I want him to go to like a Barcelona where he's going to play every game, where he's going to be a talisman, where he's going to show what he's made of. Because he's wasting his time here at United. And I know he could be so good to us if we just used him. But we're not going to. We know we're not. So, yeah, it's best we move on, sell what we can.
If he does leave, hopefully we can get a mutually beneficial deal. Maybe a swap with the club or something. I don't know.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't want none of your dead players anyways, so it's okay, keep him. But anyways, we move on. Yeah, sad to hear about Donny van der Beek stories if it is true. Yeah, I'm fully by your side, Donny. I mean, I hate Oli in terms of manager. I hate him. I hate these coaches. The club is disgusting. All the Oli sexuals are annoying as anything ever. So I'm fully on your side, Donny van der Beek. Fully on your side, and you have my support whatever you do. I rate it because it's nothing but the truth. People don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. United are a shithouse club. That's just how it is, So, but anyways,
let's just hope with the last remaining games, Ole does play him. Maybe with the pressure that he wants to leave, and it turns around. The situation turns around. He sees that it's an important player. There's still time to rectify the situation, and hopefully that's the road we take.
Yeah. I tell you what, and I'll link this Donny situation with this game and Oli as well, because Oli did say after the West Ham game that he's expecting that maybe Martial and Cavani are back, maybe Paul Pogba, David De Gea is back. He's finished quarantine. Not one word was mentioned about Donny van der Beek. Not one word mentioned about Donny. So yeah, I mean, it's just, it emphasizes everything we've said about Donny, Oli, and how shit Oli is. But anyways,
It must go back to that Mulder knockout to Ajax at Donny.
it must go. It must go back.
It's a blood grudge. It has to be.
Nah, James.
I'm telling you.
Nah, it's just.
Oli has a
You know what's
mad
happening
grudge.
here? You know what's happening here? Ole does not feel Donny is the right player to pivot next to either Fred or McTominay. And on top of that, Ole only thinks of Donny as a replacement for Bruno Fernandes. But Bruno Fernandes plays every fucking game. So that's a bit of a problem.
That's an issue. So you should manage Bruno's minutes with Donny then if you thought that was so. That's the issue.
That's true, he could do that, but
This is Oli's
he
fault. It's
clearly
not
has
Donny's fault.
he clearly has this thing where he doesn't trust the players on the bench so much that he's willing to go through a whole game without making a sub.
Exactly.
So
And that's why I want
that's
him
something
sacked.
I guess he needs to fix.
That's why I want him sacked. That and many other reasons. But anyway, I'm not going to get into it because this is a big game and all I really care about is winning a fucking trophy. Whether it's with the worst Manchester United team in the world or the best Manchester United team in the world, I couldn't care because I want to win a trophy. And right now, we're in trouble. So before we talk about the tactics, the score predictions, the predicted teams, do subscribe if you're new, smash a like. But yeah, gentlemen, some other news as well. I've been on AC Milan's Instagram, and I can tell you what, boys. Oh, it looks like all of them are training. It looks like, oh, I've seen pictures of Zlatan training. I've seen pictures of, what's the guy's name? I forgot his name. Man, what's his name? I'll get you his name now. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I don't know who's missing, so I can't even help you.
Yeah. Zlatan was the main one.
Yeah.
Oh man, they didn't tag him in the post. I don't know his name. But anyways,
Let me go check.
lots of them are training back, and Zlatan was the main one. Now, supposedly, Zlatan still might not be able to make this. I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. AC Milan might be playing tricks, and I tell you what though, if Zlatan is by any chance ready to play this game, rest in peace, Manchester United. We're going out. I fully believe that our centre backs cannot deal with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It'll have to be an insane performance at the back, but that, as you know, we can't take a draw, because if we draw this game, we go out because of the away goal. So United have to win this game, boys. Whether we like it, whether Ollie likes it, Ollie will have to go and win this game. So what do you guys think is gonna happen?
Okay, sorry, let me just read some names up before and just see who it was. Was it Rivic who's fit?
No.
Who's back? Was it Mandzukic as an option?
No, Mandzukic is. I didn't see.
Kalanoglu?
No.
Baldini?
No.
Oh my
Starts with a
god.
B.
Beneker.
Yes.
That one.
Him.
Ismail Beneker.
Yeah.
There
He's
we go.
back.
Okay. Just wanted to get that out of the way.
But yeah, so there you go. Zlatan and him are definitely back from what I've seen in the training ground. Other than that, I haven't seen anyone else who was injured in the training pictures. So
Yeah, no, Zlatan being back will be, of course, a problem for us because it's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And, like, what I clearly noticed with him, more so in that first half, that they lacked a target man. And clearly, if Zlatan was there, I think a lot of those chances they would have put away. A lot of those chances created would have gone to him, and they probably would have beaten us in that game, to be honest, if Zlatan was there. But I'm going to choose to be optimistic, and I believe we can do it. I think if we play to our strengths, we're good enough to do it, especially if Pogba is back, especially if all those players are fit. I think Ole has no choice here but to go on the front foot. And it's not like it's something that we're foreign from doing. We've done it in the past. I mean, I remember last season when we had to win. We had to win. Not like we had to draw, but then it was against Leicester. It was a pivotal game, and the pressure was on. And we played on the front foot, and we were okay with that. So he's in a situation now where he kind of doesn't have a choice. He can't sit back and count in this game because I think he'd be asking for trouble. And if those players are fit, and if we go there and just be dominant on the ball and just do our thing, I think we can beat these guys.
okay, Claire.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. We've been preaching this for a while. If we go into the front foot in a lot of games, we'll be able to smoke them. And we said this in match reactions where we had a poor performance overall. That we would have just smoked them and cleared out if we just were on the offensive ones. So yeah, I fully believe that. But Zlatan is going to be a big boon to them. Whether he's just going to be a super sub for them or whether he's going to play the full 90, it's left to our imagination at this point. Because Liao got plenty of chances, and I'd be a little bit more scared if Zlatan was on those chances now. So it definitely could go either way, and it's not necessarily a good thing for us, but just kind of hoping that he's not fully fit yet.
That's what I'm saying. You take what you will out of that information I gave you. I said I don't know if he's gonna play. That I literally couldn't find anything about Milan injury updates. I checked Twitter, I checked websites. No one wants to give me any info, so I went on AC Milan Instagram and I seen Zlatan train. So you take whatever you will. I just seen one picture of Zlatan training. So if he's fit enough to train, is he fit enough to play again? Who knows? We'll just have to see. But hopefully he's not back in terms of United aspect. Obviously, Milan fans will desperately want Zlatan back. But anyways, we move on. I was gonna ask you guys, how do you guys think Oli could actually try play for a 1-1 draw, take it to extra time, maybe keep it low block, and go take it towards penalties? Because there's a little part of me that says that Oli might not. I mean, Oli might. Yeah, no, Oli, you won't be worried if we go to penalties. We have pretty solid penalty takers. I would say you have Bruno, obviously the main man. But is there a small part of you guys that think Oli will try play for penalties?
I don't think so. I think this game is too important and we're already in a disadvantaged position. The thing is, what Ole does is that he will be very compact and hope that we can nick the goal on the counter. But I feel like that's a very risky tactic in this game. And because of that, I don't think he'll do it. I think he's going to try to do what we did against Man City in the first half and try to pressure them high from the beginning and try to score goals because we need to score goals.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty close to what's going to happen. I don't think we're going to give them too much space. I think we're going to try to limit their opportunities and just hope we can nick one on the counter. Simple as that right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a 1-1 because we're probably going to concede. It's been 4 games in a row with the clean sheet. It ain't going to continue. We need to start continuing again. Our defense is going to fall apart at some point, and it's probably going to be this game just to show
The
us
irony is
that we
that
can't
David
do
De
it.
Gea will be back, and then the news about De Gea
Yeah.
and the defense. Oh Lord, I hope we
So I
don't.
wouldn't be surprised if we concede, and I definitely would be surprised if we score. So even though he's not intentionally playing for that 1-1, I very much see it happening to an extent.
I just feel like Ole can be a coward. He really can be.
he
But
can.
then he's also not.
He not can be. He is a coward.
He's also not stupid, in my opinion. And I feel like playing for a draw is just way too risky under these circumstances. You're asking for
It
trouble.
is too
So
risky, yeah.
I feel like he's in a position where his hands are tied. He has
Yeah.
to go and try to win this game.
Which is the problem, boys, because I was thinking about it today. Do you guys really think Ollie's going to change tactically in terms of us being the aggressors in this game? Because how do we? Look at the Milan first game. I mean, we probably did try to play somewhat our football, but Milan can still pass circles around us. Milan still dominated us. So, and this is not really a game to sit back and counter because Milan will probably be like, we are in a slight advantage now. Let's us be more cautious and we try counter them. So,
Yeah.
tactically, I don't think Ollie's going to get this one right.
I don't know. All I know, he's going to try to be on the front foot. Whether it works or not, I'm not completely sure. I think yeah,
Finish go.
I think if more players are fit, we have a better chance of doing it. But I think there is potential in these players and they can turn up. The problem is they can turn up on their day. And there's some days where they try to play on the ball, but it's very below par. So if that happens, yeah.
Yeah, I think this game's going to be kind of one of those games where it's unintentionally pushing us on the front foot, where it's they're going to sit back, like Tony said, and just pass around us if they need to. Otherwise, they're just going to let us have the ball and force us to try and make the space and force us to try to be the aggressors. Because that's what a lot of teams do with us, and that's where we struggle the most. And we just see it every week. It's like West Ham, prime example. They just sat back and they tried to counter when they could and we struggled to break them down. We really did. So I think AC Milan, who's a step up from West Ham, a little bit of a step up from West Ham, just because it's still not perfect yet. I just think it's going to be a really stern challenge defensively for them, and they're going to make the most of it. They've got a fantastic goalkeeper. They've got a solid defense. They've got a solid midfield. They'll be able to fend us off for as long as possible. So it's just a question of can we even break them down if we're still playing McFred? Is Pogba even going to be able to come on as so much as a super sub? Will Bruno last 90 minutes? Will Rashid last 90 minutes? Because at that point in the game, that's when they're going to be tired. That's when we're going to need to be striking. And we're probably not going to have our pivotal players ready for that moment when we can strike.
If the game goes above 90 minutes, I expect Bruno and Rashid to just collapse on the floor and sleep. I just sleep. Because they can't do it. They can't do it. I'm telling you now, boys. Bruno and Rashford are dead now.
Bruno will find a way. Even step up and take it.
Yeah,
They need to have the
obviously.
whole week off, boys. They really need the whole week off of training. Just lie on the couch, just ice packs everywhere. Go.
I'd agree as
Rest
well.
up, boys.
But it's not gonna happen. And now I want to ask you guys this as well. This team on my left, obviously, I think taking injuries, taking what Ollie said into accountability, I think this is very close. Do you see what we'll see? It's a coin flip between Marshall and Cavani, really. But I'm gonna ask you guys just a simple question: yes or no? Is this team good enough to beat AC Milan and go through to the next round of Europa League?
I don't know. There's so many factors. Part of me is clinging on the hope that, and maybe there's a bit naive, but I don't know. I kind of feel like the Italian league is a bit inferior, and I feel like if we really turn up, we can bully them. So that's what I'm hoping this game goes. And I think we do need to on the front foot, as I've said. We do need to release Scott. You can't have him sitting back with Fred. Fred must sit back and do this thing. Scott must doing the overlapping past Bruno. And we just try. We have good players, and I'm confident that we'll put in a good fight.
Okay, so you think it'll be close, but they could go through
Yeah.
the next round of this. Clay?
Yeah.
Do you think this team's
Yeah.
good enough to do it?
As much as I hate saying it, yes, they are. But that's only because McFred's in the team. That's the only reason I say it reluctantly. But we should be good enough.
Because that's what I was going to ask the question. Because, like I said, Ollie said that lots of people might be back from Milan. So, what if I told you guys that Pogba's there instead of Scott, Matic is there instead of Fred? How are you guys feeling now?
With Matic in these type of games, it's really a coin flip in my opinion, because I feel like he's not as dominant in the bigger games. But then can we count AC Milan as one of that? Those, I don't know. Maybe them coming from the Italian league, maybe it'll work alright for Matic. So yeah, I think Pogba being there will be a massive boost, massive boost. I think maybe I'll regret this. I think Pogba, if Pogba's there, we win this game.
I'm fully on your side, boy.
Um,
Pogba's, yeah, we win this game.
yeah, pretty much. We just need to create a player, which we have bundles of, and yeah, we just get to use them. It's fine, you know. So I'm still on the Donny train, but it's okay. It's okay.
Hey, boy, the year that Donny used I gave you today, boy, it's late.
It makes you even sadder. It's okay. But yeah, I do think Matic and Pogba complete this midfield. I really do. That's our best midfield on paper.
Mm-hmm.
And since Fred's way out of form, Scott's just always questionable. It's just, yeah, I'd rather get the consistent performers that you know can actually pass it down ball around. Especially when you know you're going to
Nah.
be playing against someone who's probably going to be playing for a draw.
I tell you what, boys. This would be Ollie's team. I gave you two options. I gave you this team. I gave you the one with the Pogba Matic. Perfect. I'll give you a third option, and it's the option I think Ollie will do if everyone is fit. If everyone is fit, how would you guys feel? Instead of Bai, there's Lindelof, right? Now just bear with me. Instead of Bai, there's Lindelof. There's still McFred. There's Bruno. There's Pogba left wing, Cavani in the middle, Rashford right wing. His favorite team. His team full of all his favorites. How would you guys feel then? Because I think we lose.
I'm gonna fly to Italy and smack him. That's what's gonna happen if that happens.
If you're going to play
But
Pogba, you need Rashford. That's what I have to say.
I legit think, honestly, I think Lindelof is going to play no matter what happens. I think it will be Lindelof and Maguire here. And I just hope he's learned his lesson. This Pogba wing thing doesn't work. You know,
I
I feel
agree
like
as well.
we lost Man City doing that. We beat Man City not doing it, more pacey forwards. So if that's not as clear as day, I don't know what is, in my opinion. So Pogba needs to play in the midfield. He's too good in the midfield not to play with it. It's as simple as that.
Clay, how you feel if you Ollie does his favorite team? That's his favorite team. That is his favorite team.
I'm gonna cry a little bit when I see the team news and just stuff away the tears before the RDA show, and I'm not gonna be okay. That's what I'm gonna say. Because again, I'm fully on track with you guys. I believe Pogba's completely wasted on the wing. I believe it's his worst position possibly. I'd rather play him at centre back than left wing, and that's just because of his height. At least he has an attribute that matches the position. You know,
Yeah.
he has nothing that matches a winger. Excuse me, I don't understand it. But
Considering
yeah,
a penalty a game.
it's just late if I see
Pogba
Pogba.
centre back.
Well, the man's massive, so you know what? He's gonna win stuff in the air.
Massive, he's fast, he's strong, he's
He's
skillful.
worth 80 million as a centre back now. He can win stuff in the air. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we can fairly say we beat Burnley every time.
Yes.
Maguire and Pogba with the bag. Nothing's happening.
Exactly. It sounds a lot more appealing than left wing. Those are the worst parts. But yeah, again, if we see Pogba on the wing, Rashi has to get a rest. It's unacceptable if Rashford does not get a rest. If you are putting someone in his position, it's unacceptable. Rather play Dan James and Pogba as your wingers if you're going to do this, Ollie.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Exactly.
Go to the championship.
He's
with
gonna
that.
play Pogba on the left and play Rashford on the right.
Exactly. Dude.
Oh.
And Cavani down the middle. It's his favorite front three. With
I'll
McFred
lose
as his
my
favorite
shit.
cover.
Because like it's become so clear. You know, it must have been a learning experiment. Rashford is best on the left. You've tested it. It doesn't work right, so you play him there. You know, Mason's decent there. Martial is a striker. Oh no, Papa's back now. I'm gonna rip it apart again, and that's an only thing to do.
Exactly. So,
Thank you, man.
cross fingers that doesn't happen. But I'm just saying, for that to happen, we need all our players fully fit, match fit to go 90 minutes. Otherwise, we're not going to get that. So, we're just gonna have to see who's back, who's not back. He hasn't done his press conference yet as well, so we're just gonna have to see what Ollie says in his press conference. But another big thing, David De Gea should definitely be back. Like I said, Ollie said he's done with his whole quarantining thingy. He's training. Now, as much as David De Gea is our number one goalkeeper, he is. I'm not taking anything away with it. And as much as he's Ollie's first choice goalkeeper, and I don't take anything away with that, I have no problems with it. I do have one slight concern, and that is match rust. Obviously, he has missed a couple of few games now. Obviously, you can say the same thing about Dino, but Dino's been training. De Gea has literally just been, he's doing the paternity thing, looking after his kid. He's had no training. He probably hasn't even watched some of the games. It'll be his first week training back. So there's a little part of me that doesn't want to play De Gea. Not because I don't like De Gea and I like Dino more. I mean, I do like Dino a little bit more, but that's not the reason I just play Dino. I'm just slightly leaning towards Dino because I'm worried about De Gea's sharpness. And in a vital game like this, it either is gonna pay off big time, or it's gonna fail big time. So I'm gonna ask you boys, what did you do about the De Gea situation this week, and what do you think Ollie's gonna do?
It depends. If there's clear rust and Ole can see it, then I think he should play Dean Henderson, because Dean Henderson's a
Ollie
good
needs
goalkeeper.
glasses, boys. So to say, I don't think he knows anything clear cut.
No. But at the same time, to be fair to De Gea, over the whole season, he had a bad moment. But there's been more good this season than bad. To be fair, it's been much better than previous seasons. And, a David De Gea good game could save us. It could really save us, because he will save every single thing that comes his way. And if he can put in that type of performance, I think it'll make the job, the rest of the team's job much easier. So, I don't know. I'm not completely sure. I think if he's fit, I'll take the risk.
Okay.
I'm more in your boat, Shoni. I think it's very unfair to chuck him into this, because if we lose this game, it's going to be all eyes on De Gea, 100%.
That's the problem. That's the only thing. That's the last thing I want with De Gea. But if De Gea gets chucked back in this game, and let's just say we lose, it doesn't have to be De Gea's fault even, but the media, everyone, David's brain, oh goodness, it's curtains, boys. And I tell you what, if United go out of the Europa League again, this is not even before the semi-final. Oh Lord, I'm gonna lose my shit on the match reaction. I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose it, because I only want a trophy. Top 4, I couldn't be asked about at the moment. I want a trophy. Whether it's this, whether it's the FA Cup, even if we get knocked out of it, I'm still gonna be pissed, because this is my main trophy that I want. So, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good for the players as well. Could you imagine if how Bruno will feel if we get knocked out? Pogba, how he'd feel if he gets knocked out. Even De Gea.
It'll be very frustrating, because it's the Europa League, and if we feel we deserve to be in the Champions League, we should be getting to at least the semi-final in the Europa League.
Yeah.
And it'll be demotivating, really. So it can't happen. It cannot happen.
And that's why I'm in the boat that we've got 2 really important back-to-back games here, sadly. And spoiler for the Leicester game, I don't think De Gea should start there either. I think the next 2 games, Hendo should have, no question. Well. I would never risk De Gea and his potential lack of fitness, because the most training he's done has literally just
It'll be today. I think his first training day will be today, Tuesday, because his quarantine ended, West Ham game. They would have probably they wouldn't have had training on Monday, because that's a rest. Today would probably be their first day back at Carrington, so today will be his first training day. 2 days before? 2 days before Thursday? Exactly. And then, will they even train tomorrow? I don't think they train tomorrow, because they have to fly down to Italy or something. They might have to fly down to Italy or something.
Yeah. Well, wherever the neutral
wherever it is, whether the neutral might be Spain or something.
They're gonna have to travel.
I think it is. Yeah.
I would assume so. It looks like Italy's fine with that. But again, I don't feel like it's fair on De Gea at all. He's just come back from spending time with his newborn child. I don't think it's fair to just chuck him in and just go, yeah, you're David De Gea, you can do this.
He's in a relaxed state probably at the moment. He's probably he's very calm, collected, he's happy.
Snap out of it.
He does need to snap out of it, but this is a bit too much snapping. This is too much snapping. This is a smack in the face if something goes wrong.
Let's go keep in the world. Let's see.
You can argue that. I argue that as well. But then same thing could be said, like, you chuck Dino into these two vital important games. Listen, hypothetical situation. If we do lose both those games, this game and the Leicester game, we get knocked out of both competitions, and let's just say hypothetically it was Dino's mistakes, then conversation done. De Gea is our number one goalkeeper, no more debates. That's just how it is.
Do you
But yeah,
bet
no.
everybody's gonna lose their shit if the hair makes one fumble, if a free kick goes in and he makes a
If
lazy
Dino
dive?
costs us, I think everyone will lose their shit less. But if De Gea costs us, oh my lord. I'm not saying us
I
three,
think
because us three, well, we like both our goalkeepers. I love Romero even. Marcus absolutely loves De Gea and only De Gea. So we're not
it's
we're
a
not
lovely quote.
negatives of De Gea fans. We're not negative De Gea fans. We're not toxic De Gea haters. So it's not like we don't want him to do well. Just we prefer it for him not to be in the limelight. Let me just put it that way. I don't want him in the limelight for bad news, and it's enough going on. Like the last thing we want also if David costs us. Now his mentality is short. The English press are pushing the Dino thing. Now we have De Gea who's not happy at the club. Maybe De Gea starts pushing for a move. That's De Gea. That's Pogba. Add Donny. Three quite big players asking for it. Maybe even Martial.
Big
Four
transfer
players.
spend. Yes.
Big pockets of money in the Glazers, yeah.
Do you guys remember when we signed Victor Valdez?
I do.
Like, what was that about?
This is a backup, I
Do you know?
guess.
That was very strange, in my opinion. Out of nowhere, signed Victor Valdez.
Yeah, but then exactly, United have good goalkeepers. That's just how it is. United, no matter what situation we're in, clearly we always have good goalkeepers, so that's fine.
It's because it's easy position to fill,
Exactly.
Two players, move on. Glazers love that.
Exactly. Two players move on with life, easy done. But yeah, boys, I don't know. But you know what? I can tell you one thing for sure. If De Gea is 100% right and is allowed to play this game, he's playing this game. I have no question about it. I feel like Ollie will pick David De Gea over Dean Henderson. Ollie said it himself. He said, I'm actually very surprised Ollie said this. He said that he's not blind, he's not deaf, he knows what's going on, he's heard what's going on about the media with Dino and De Gea, and he thinks it's absolutely ridiculous what's happening because David De Gea is a top class goalkeeper and is the number one goalkeeper for Manchester United. And in the most important game in the Europa League, would you not play your best team? And is that not your best team have David De Gea? I know Europa League supposed to be Dino's competition, but Dino, you can't
He's
say
done
he
it though,
hasn't had game time. Exactly, he has done it before as well.
He's done
That's
it
what I'm
with
saying.
Romero.
Exactly, and Dino,
With
it's not like he has to play Dino now because he has a lack of matches. Dino's played quite a lot of matches recently, so De Gea can come back in. But it's a stupid argument. Like, why are we arguing about this game about a goalkeeper who used to play?
Yeah. To be honest, the amount of injuries in this game are making the amount of topics limited. Because it's kind of very difficult to read on what's going to happen in this game. So we're in a situation where we're arguing about the goalkeepers.
I think that's true as well. Because if everyone was fit, we'd have no arguments. We'd be talking about now Pogba is going to be vital. He's going to have to link up play. We're going to see, is he going to be rusty? I can't give you any information other than De Gea will probably be back. So it's a coin flip, De Gea or Tino. And probably Martial and Cavani will be back. So coin flip, Martial and Cavani. And we move from there. And I still don't even know if he'll do that. Because he loves Dan James as well recently. He loves Dan James. Will he drop Mason? Probably not. Will he run Rashford into the ground? Yes, so boys, this game, I don't know what to feel about it. Tactically, I don't know what we're going to do. Player-wise, I don't know what we're going to do. People will say play Taylor's left team, let Luke Shaw be left back. So. I don't know what we're going to do, boys. Because tactically, do we know what we're going to do? We can say we're going to try press, but is that really for sure? Because I don't know. AC Milan might be arrogant. AC Milan might be arrogant, try to attack us, and we just smack them on the count.
The thing is, I just feel like, if we do it, if that happens, if it transpires like that, I hope Ole is smart enough to change it. I'm not going to violate my manager. He'll change it in the middle of the game. But I feel like we're in a situation where he has no choice. I don't see how he comes in this game and it's back. I just don't see it, honestly.
That's the thing, dude. I don't know.
Any man with common logic would agree with you, but we've got Ollie logic, sadly. It's not as cut and dry anymore. We can't just go, yeah, we're
There's
down.
too
We
many
need to
question
actually
marks
get a
in the air
goal.
for this game, which is the last thing I wanted. There's too many question marks about players returning because who knows what our medical staff does. Our club hasn't had their press conference yet, so we don't know about Ali yet. So at this very moment, we don't know the players. We don't know
I'm
what
gonna
Ali's gonna do. We don't know what AC Milan's gonna do. We don't even know what AC Milan players are gonna be back. So it's question marks all around this game.
I'm gonna give Ole benefit of the doubt and say that he doesn't the league because he realized that a league is more of it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So he realized that the point that you get at the end of the day, it's important. It's the Mourinho tactic, and then he'll do it in the cups against the Man Cities of this world. But I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say in this situation, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will realize he has enough football intelligence to realize that he has to go at AC Milan.
I hope you're right. I really do.
Oh, it's right. And I'll tell you what, the scenarios where we can win this game, just so before we get to score predictions and all of that. If it ends 1-1, obviously it goes to extra time or whatever. Penalties if it still stays like that. If it's 0-0, we go out because they got the away goal advantage. Anyway, we win this game, like by any score line, 2-1, 1-0, we go through. But yeah, 2-2, we go through as well. Because 2-2, we have more goal away advantage. So if we can score, basically what I'm saying is if we can score more than 2 goals against AC Milan, cross your fingers, it's job done. Unless we lose 3-2 then, it should be job done.
Zlatan hat trick.
And then it's game
Stones United.
I'll tell you this what, boys. It just clicked to me now. I was going to predict a result that got us knocked out of the Europa League. But because it's our away record also on the line, I might change it. Because the away record
To be
is
fair,
what we're living for.
see, with the devil's advocate in Europe, it hasn't been that great. Besiktas,
By the way, yeah.
RB Leipzig.
PSG. I'm pretty sure that was the away game as well, wasn't it?
No. We beat them away. They beat us at the
Listen,
trap.
there's 2 results, like I said. We can draw and get knocked out, and we can still have our away record intact. Or we can draw and win and go through, and still have our record intact. So bear in mind when I ask you guys after I find
Or
my
be like,
freaking thingy.
after the game was like fine margins. We still haven't lost away from home.
Yeah. So just take into consideration, boys. I want you guys to really, really think about the score prediction, because I don't think it is as easy as the other ones that I've done in the past. But who would like to go first?
I'll go first. And you might call me delusional, but I'm gonna back my boys. I'm gonna think that AC Milan are the inferior team here. I'm gonna think that Serie A is the inferior league here, and if we go with them, we're gonna dominate them. And I'm gonna go for a shocking 3-1 United win.
You are going to get pasta slapped by the Italians. So I have to say,
3-1 to United.
Gonna put them in that place.
Oof.
yeah, that's hoping Ollie actually does be proactive and just goes for it.
That's hoping all our players turn up as well. Because I tell you what, if Bruno's not on it, that scoreline ain't ever happening.
Yeah. So you
And a
know,
Scott McTominay from outside the box.
it may just take that. Let's be honest, it may just take that. But in all honesty, as much as I don't think he's going to play for it, I think the 1-1's stuck in my mind. I think that's probably where it's going to end up being. I think we may go on the offensive, grab a goal, and then we're just going to park it, and then they're going to break us down for 1, and we win on away goals. Well, we win on pens, sorry, what should I say? We win to the pens.
So we're going to win on
Fine
penalties.
margins.
Probably. Watch this. Marshall, step up. Good son of a-
My
And
blood,
Josh,
my
and
blood
Bruno,
pressure. If this happens, my blood
10
pressure.
wins. Let's go.
My blood pressure is gonna. Hey. Well, this is the moment everyone's been waiting for, isn't it?
Knowing Ole, we're gonna win away goals because he's lucky like that.
He is lucky like that. But when all his luck runs out, when it's time to win a trophy, that's when the luck runs out. So,
No.
I don't like this game. I don't like this game whatsoever.
Actually, the luck will only end the next round. Don't worry. This round's still intact. Just remember that. It's intact.
It's true. Oh, I don't like this game, bros. I can't predict it for the life of me. I can't predict the team. I can't predict the tactics. I can't predict the score prediction because I've got no clue. For once, I don't have any clue.
No.
Just go with your gut, mate.
I don't have a gut feeling even. It's like in my head, it's like we're already knocked out. That's how it feels in my head. We're already knocked out. So
No, no, we're out. Go for it, boy.
no, it's dead. That I think there will be goals in the game. Okay, let me do it step by step. I think Milan can get one goal, right? They can get one goal. How many goals can we score? That's the question. So right now, it's 2-1 on aggregate to them, and they got that away goal. So we will need one goal. Can we get one goal? Our back has to get one goal. Okay, so it's 2-2 on aggregate,
He's feeling
and
it.
it's your thing now.
He's feeling it.
I think it will be 1-1 after the full 90, and I think it will go to extra time. And I
Bruno
think,
will score in
and I think
180.
in extra time, because the Premier League is how the Premier League is, and the Serie A is how the Serie A league is. I'm hoping we have more in the tank, and I'm hoping
Yes,
we have some.
disrespect.
I hope we have some players, because I tell you what, I think this game is gonna go to extra time. But if we don't have players back and we have the same bench we had against West Ham in this game, I think AC Milan are gonna go through. But if we have even one player like a Martial or Cavani or a Donny or Pogba, or even one of them, for that extra time,
Ahmad's enough.
I think we will win 2.
Jeez. They'll get tired. You know, the strike was 100 years old.
Hey, let me just
Tired.
let me just-
And we'll go
just
through.
because you're away. But you get it. Good one. I mean,
No.
so all of us are predicting us to go through, which means we're not gonna go through.
Yes.
That's just how it works on this channel. When we're all in agreement, it never goes to what it is. So
Alright, gents, don't worry. We're winning this tournament. Don't worry, you guys
The
are
whole
stressing
tournament?
yourselves. We're winning this tournament. I'm making that prediction.
I tell you what, if we beat AC Milan, it's a big step forward, and I hope that somehow the seeds work that we meet Tottenham in the final. That's what ideally in a fantasy world, that's what I would like, and we beat Tottenham to win the Europa League.
Actually, I don't want that. I want them in the quarter, over 2 legs. I'm fine with being smacked tactically by Marine in the final. No thanks.
Time. Arsenal time. Let's go.
Yeah, Arsenal
I'll
also.
take it.
Arsenal in the final, and then we get smacked by Arsenal. There's nothing more depressing
That's sad.
than that.
That's so sad.
That'll
I'm
be
not
the
leaving the
worst.
house.
That'll be the worst one.
Again.
But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed your show. It's a bit of a weird one. Obviously, we'll keep you guys updated in the comments when Ollie does his press conference, whenever that is. I would guess it's today though, because like I said, they will train today. They have to travel tomorrow, so and then the next day is game day, so they can't really have the press conference literally on the game day. So I would guess press conference should be today. We're gonna hope so. But yeah, let us know your guys' score predictions. Let us know your predicted teams. Who you'd pick if everyone's fit. Which would be the predicted team you go with? Would you drop Dino for David in this game? Let us know. And do you think, just what do you think? What do you think Ollie will do? But if you are new to the channel, do subscribe if you enjoyed. We always do United content on here. Just smash a like, do comment below, and we will check you, which I'm hoping will be a very positive and good match reaction on Thursday. Because I tell you what, boys, if we go out on Thursday,
Maybe I shouldn't pull up.
yeah, Maloti shouldn't pull up on Thursday. If we go out. That's what I'm gonna say. But we'll check you on Thursday. See you next time.